In a game of rugby league, you've only got 80 minutes out there to play set by set and get your way up the field and score tries. Every moment counts when you're on the field, and it's with this in mind that we utilise the training techniques so that we can specialise in making contact with our opponent and taking more energy out of the opponent than what that opponent takes out of us. The Manly Seagulls was always about the wrestle, always about very highly intensive twisting and turning and flattening and slamming each other around. Around 2007, towards the end, we'd have thought we wouldn't mind going into a little bit of unknown ground, so we picked up a sporting technique called Jiu Jitsu. This was a lot like wrestling, except a lot faster, and a great way for the men to use a lot of energy, keep moving. We learned techniques on how to move and shift bodies and counterbalance weight so that we could get the advantage. All these years later, 2013, one of the main stars and one of the hardest workers in our team has decided to actually pursue Jiu Jitsu as a sideline sport and earn his belts, and that's Anthony Watmo.
Doing it with Marcelo and the Eagles for years now, since '07. And then I started talking to Marcelo and I said I wanted to get a bit fitter and so it helps me on the field, but probably a bit more discipline. It helps me in my defence and just sort of in my everyday fitness, getting out and about and running on the field, and then in games especially. I think it's helped a tremendous amount there.
Everybody comes here to train with us. They always look to fill up a gap, if it's fitness or self-defense or lack of confidence. I think in the case of Chalk is a challenge. So he's working hard, learn, having fun, and we actually learn Jiu-Jitsu too. Some techniques, some positions that they actually help in the game. When to use the strength, when to breathe, when to actually use the strength, and when to relax, So pay attention more, not just muscle all the time, Use the technique. In your game, there's a lot of tricks as well, a lot of technical stuff. So you just in the body contact, you have a lot of physical work, but actually works these little tricks. So he's a top athlete. He can bring this mind that he learns here, the little tricks, how to relax and how to use better grips to actually use in the game, and keep him mentally healthy and give the mental edge as well,
Yeah, we work really hard on our wrestling in that Manly, and the things that little things that Marcelo's taught me just from doing one-on-one sessions with him down here at Gracie Barra. He's I take it back to the boys and stuff that they'd never even heard of before. So the little things that I can take to them, they're helping. But it'd be better if we could all get down there and do it all together, a lot more.
The squad, when it trains with the Jiu-Jitsu, is very competitive, and one of the big advantages is that there's no weight class in Jiu-Jitsu. So when we're on the mat, they will fight. So you might quite often get Cherry paired up with George Rose, or Ballin and Foran going at it. The most important aspect after that collision is the actual the grapple or the sticking to the opponent. With the techniques and the experience of training with Jiu-Jitsu, the men get used to rolling or holding or the importance of pulling the opponent in close, and it really does help when you've got good feet taking the collision, and then you're able to hold that opponent close to you to get him to the ground to slow him down and playing the ball. Obviously, for anybody who watches the game, you can see that the physical attributes have been passed onto the field, and Chocky's really embracing his new sport.
It's something that I really love doing, and it's something I love learning about. And when Marcelo talks about Jiu-Jitsu, it makes you want to start again and do another session. And I wish I could